Hello my darlings, look what I've got here. Isn't it a beautiful colour? It's Sulu Muhallebi, perfect for this weather. It's a rose water and cornstarch dessert, really refreshing, vegan as well, which is good. Anyway, here's how I make it. It's delicious, give it a go. Okay, so first things first, we need 6 cups of water. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, do you know what? 6. I need a little bit of water actually, because we're going to put corn flour in this, and the corn flour needs to be stirred with a little bit of water first, because you try and put a load of corn flour into water, that's not going to work. Let me turn the stove on. Oh, burn my hair there. Where's my little teaspoon? Okay, let me get another teaspoon. Okay, so corn flour. So we've got 6 cups of water, and we're going to put 6, actually I need tablespoons, 6 tablespoons of corn flour. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Of course I made a mess. Actually I need to put a bit of water in that, so one sec my loves. Yeah, always mix corn flour with water first. So I've just put my water onto, I think I might need a bit more water actually. Yeah, I need a bit more water, hold on. Right. It's a bit stiff at first, but then it does loosen up, so bear with it and just keep stirring. I should have used a bigger cup to mix it with, in fairness, but never mind. How is everybody out there? This dessert is literally one of my favourites. It's really low calorie. I mean, sugar wise, yes, it has got some sugar in it, but calorie wise it's very low, but it's really refreshing in summer. It's a very traditional Cypriot dish that everyone makes in Cyprus, because obviously the weather's so hot there and whatnot, but it's lovely. If you like kind of rose water, Turkish delight kind of flavours, that's the vibe. Okay, so look, that's gone from being so stiff and horrible to completely clear. So we just pour that into the water, like that. So it's 6 cups of water and 6 tablespoons of corn flour so far. That's it. I'm going to add a couple of cloves. Not everyone does this, but I like to because I think it adds flavour. I'll put maybe about 7 or 8 cloves in there, just to give it a lovely flavour. And I'm going to put a tablespoon, just 1 tablespoon of sugar in there as well. Some people don't put sugar because the syrup's very sweet, but I just think it's nice to add a little bit of sugar. Just I prefer it. If you don't want to, then leave it out. So that's it. We're going to stir this for about 5-6 minutes. It's going to thicken. It's very watery at the moment, but just keep going with it and it will really thicken up. So I'll come back when that's done, because otherwise you're going to watch me stirring for 6 minutes. Okay, right, so as you can see, I've been stirring for 5-6 minutes and it's really thickened up now. So yeah, what you want to do is kind of cook out the corn flour. It's a bit like normal flour where you need to cook it out, otherwise it's going to taste like flour, and that's the last thing you want. So it does need to be cooked out really well. So yeah, that's the consistency we're looking for. Yeah, you can see it's much thicker, and then it's going to actually set a bit like a jelly, which is the whole idea. And then you've got the syrup, the rose water syrup on top. When this is actually finished, I'm going to add a little bit of rose water to it as well, but I always add that at the end because I find if you put it in too soon it can be a bit bitter, so just leave it to the end. and just put only like a tablespoon in there, because again we're gonna be using the rose syrup. That's what gives it the beautiful colour, the flavour, everything. Yeah, so oh, there's my buzzer gone. Right, so with this now, I'll turn that off. With this, we're gonna just pour it into a bowl. I've done it in this one just so you can see, you know, it's easier for you to see through it. It's a bit of a translucent colour, and it will turn a bit whiter once it sets. So that's it, that's that bit. I'm gonna try and fish out these little cloves now, but otherwise just leave them in, but obviously do remember when you're eating it that they're in there. Anyway, I'll take them out, and then you just leave this to set. It takes a couple of hours. Let it cool down. I'm going to put some cling film on it, let it cool down, and just put it in the fridge for a couple of hours. And this is the hardest bit. All we've got to then do is our little syrup on top. So I'll come back when this is set. Okay, right, so it's now the next day. I didn't get a chance to finish this off yesterday, so it's the next morning. Where are we? Tuesday morning, and so it's set nicely, as you can see, and it's a bit more opaque now. So we're just going to take the cling film off. The traditional thing to do is to kind of square it up. So we're just going to cut it into little cubes, and it is very much like jelly. But with not that much flavour. It's a very it's quite bland on its own, and what you've got to do is when you add the rose water, that really gives it the lovely flavour that we're after. So I'm going to put them in this, I'm going to put it in this dish because I think it'll be easier to, right, these little brown bits, by the way, that's some of the cloves that are left. I couldn't find them yesterday in there, so I just left them in, and it does give it a little tinge. But you can just take them out or leave them in, and as long as people know it's in there, they can kind of watch out for them. But I think the clove adds a really nice flavour to something that's, you know, quite bland otherwise. Yeah, so do you know what, I'm just going to show you a little bit. Okay, so put it in your dish. I'm going to save some of this because if you leave it for too long, if I left it for a couple of days, everything goes really pink. I like to kind of do it fresh as I go along. But anyway, so we've got I'll put a bit more actually. I'm going to my friend's and I know he loves this, so I'll bring him some of this. Maz, you'll be getting some of this in a bit. Okay, so we've done that. Rose water, or rose syrup should I say. You can get it from, I think you can even get it in Tesco's, the bigger Tesco, like, you know, the supermarkets. Do all this stuff now, but any Turkish supermarket or Cypriot Greek supermarket, I'm sure they do it as well. I know they do it as well. Anyway, so into ice cold water, I'm going to put you need to make it quite strong. I'm going to also add just a little bit of rose water to it, just a little kind of teaspoon. It gives a fresher kind of rose flavour, I think. Probably me just being, you know, psychologically thinking that, but anyway, so mix that in like that, pour it on top. I do love the colour of this, it's absolutely beautiful, and the smell, if you like rose, anything rosy. So that's it, this is your traditional sulu muhallebi, yeah? So you can just leave it like that, or you can go a step further. I've got some strawberries, some pomegranate and some blueberries. I'm going to put those in there as well. And if you kind of leave them in there for a couple of hours, again, they take on the lovely rose flavour. And it's really nice. I've got these lovely from Istanbul. When I went with my son, we bought lots of different herbs and spices and things. But I bought these really gorgeous little rose petals. Edible rose petals, aren't they? Look at that, beautiful, so cute. Anyway, put a few of those in, just for decoration, and I'm sure they add a little bit of rosiness. And that, my darlings, is it. Look, lovely. Let's serve some up in a little dish so we can taste it as well. Okay, taste a bit now. And yeah, you can make the syrup as strong or as weak as you might like. If you leave this, like I say, for a day or two, everything goes pink. So all the white, the cornflour jelly goes bright pink as well. Anyway, so there it is. You can see, have a little taste. I love this stuff. It's just so refreshing in summer. This is the perfect time to make this in summer. Keep it in the fridge, really cold, refreshing, low in calories. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Try it, it's so nice. Cheers.